This was really hard, but you all, when it comes to fall, there's so much. So, you know, I had to narrow it down to the only 5 niche fragrances that you need for the season. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Manera here. Yes, we're doing the only 5 fragrances you need niche edition for fall 2024. The reason I'm doing this video is because right now there are so many fragrance releases. I don't care if it's niche, indie, designer, whatever, it does not matter. So you kind of have to like narrow it down and be like, wait a minute. That's kind of like reel this in, and what exactly do we really need, okay? You know, it's a fun video. As always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I decided to go in with a kind of cranberry red color, kind of similar to my nails. So this is from MAC, y'all. This is an oldie but goodie color, and this is the color Diva. Yeah, it's from the matte line. This color is so pretty. I swapped out all of my fall colors recently from my summer and all that, and I've missed all my dark shades. But MAC Diva, let me know what you think as always, and everything I talk about in the video as well as everything on the face will be in the description box below as always. Fragrance of the day, y'all, is something new. Got it in over the weekend, and this is it right here, Lavar del Sol. This was kindly sent over to me from Twisted Lily. Casamarati Xerjoff, we love it here. You all know I own a ton of Xerjoff and Casamarati line of fragrances, and most importantly, here is the fragrance. I am wearing it today. It's maiden voyage. We love when that happens. Since this is a new fragrance, I will spend a little bit of time with it. So Lavar del Sol, you all, has notes of rose, lemon, orange, bergamot, green apple, and then we also have cardamom, we have violet, jasmine, and lily in here, and then we also have patchouli, musk, oak moss, and then we have tonka bean, caramel, and benzoin. This scent has a lot going on with it in a fun way, and I gotta admit, how the bottle looks is kind of more of a summery scent. Again, this is my first time wearing it, so this is a true first impression video. I get the green apple, I get like bright citrusy notes, but I also get the caramel notes, and I do get mossy in here as well. This is a scent that does morph over time, so for that reason, this is a scent I'm going to wear a few more times before I do its dedicated review. But all in all, for a first impression, I am enjoying this one. When I saw that it was coming out this year, I was like, yes. Again, you can pick this up from Twisted Lily, as always, for full-size bottles of niche fragrances as well as samples, because you all know we do sample here on this channel. And fragrance of the day, again, is Casamarati's Lavar del Sol fragrance. And now let's get into these only 5 fragrances niche edition that you need for fall. First fragrance I have to go with, in my opinion, this is one I sampled it first. I knew I loved it then I upgraded the bottle for this fall because I knew I needed it for this year. And this right here is BDK's Vanille Leather, you all. Yes, Vanille Leather, and I will tell you the reason of why this made the list. So Vanille Leather, y'all, it has notes of pink peppercorn, violet accord. In the heart, y'all, we have tuberose, we have jasmine, we have orange blossom, and then in the base we got vanilla, patchouli, oak wood, leather accord, orris, and benzoin. Even though the name says Vanille Leather, right, it's not a super leather bomb of a scent. In fact, I get more of the orris and the violet notes than I do anything. This is a scent, in my opinion, the reason this makes a fall list is because this would be a signature scent. If I were a signature scent girl, meaning that's what you wear every day, every night, it does not matter the occasion, dressy, formal, casual, that's the scent you're gonna wear, that's what you're gonna smell like. In my opinion, this is a fall signature scent. And that is why I have enjoyed Vanille Leather. Again, the bottle is new to the collection, however, the scent is not new to my collection. But I think this one is a winner for fall. It's very smooth, it's kind of suede a little bit. The vanilla in here isn't overbearing. This isn't cake vanilla. This is more on their orrisy violet vanilla. So this one's different. This is what I like to call a vanilla with personality, and I enjoy that because it's not the typical sweet vanilla, which, don't get me wrong, those are wonderful for this time of year. But in my opinion, you kind of want something with a little bit of mystery, and I know I'm not going to smell this. That's what makes it a wonderful signature scent for fall, in my opinion. So that's why I had to kick the list off, y'all, with Vanille Leather from BDK. Now this next fragrance makes the list because when I think of fall, I think of coffee shops. I think of warm, coziness, warm liquids, whether you're a tea or a coffee person, because you can order tea in those places too. But in my case, I'm a coffee lover, and I think about the sweetness that goes along with it too. So I was like, I gotta pick a coffee scent to go along for fall. And my pick, y'all, would have to be Manera's Manera Cafe. This beauty right here. You all know when I did the sampling series video about this scent, I told y'all this would be amazing for fall, and I am a woman of my word. I told y'all I was getting it for fall 2024. Here it is. So just a refresher on the notes for those that have not heard about it, even though this one is pretty popular, it's been very talked about in the community. We have top notes, y'all, of black coffee, then we have amaretto liquor. Then the heart, y'all, we have our vanilla ice cream, and then we also have in the base vanilla pods, brown sugar, and amber in this. In my opinion, this smells like the sweet, like caramel, vanilla-y type of coffee syrups that you flavor your drink with, but you still get a hint of that coffee in the background, and it's super sweet. It's like a coffee syrup is what it is. The amaretto note is present, so it gives it a slight boozy touch without being a hard boozy touch. It's lightweight, but most importantly, it just makes me think of all the sweetness of all the fun toppings and things you can add to a coffee, in my opinion. So that's why Manera Cafe, I feel like it's wonderful. If I had to classify this as the vanilla fragrance of the list, this would fit that bill. Although again, I like my vanillas with personality, and in my opinion, this is like a coffee syrupy vanilla in my opinion, and it's different. I enjoyed this one. I wore it the other day and it brought me a lot of joy. It made me smile. So this is one I highly recommend for fall, and that again is Manera's Manera Cafe. Now this next fragrance has been with me. If you've been watching my channel for years, you know this one is a fall fragrance for me and a fall staple. That's why it makes this list of 5. From the house of Bond number 9, you all, we have Bond number 9's Tribeca. And I'm glad to see more people are starting to love Tribeca. It's getting its flowers. I'm here for that. This scent, y'all, for my hazelnut lovers, this is for you. Yes, hazelnut. Bond number 9's Tribeca. It has notes of cacao, there's green hazelnut, jasmine sandbag, and we also have cedarwood, ambroxan, moss, and caramel. This is a scent for those that like a more airy gourmand take on a scent, but this is one that leaves a trail. Like it just does. And again, this is for my hazelnut lovers. And I like that because hazelnut is a note that I am noticing is starting to get a little bit more love, a little bit more attraction, but it's not a note you still smell every day. And again, this scent has been out for years at this point. So in my opinion, when it dropped, it really hit, and it goes well with that caramel and that moss. It just leaves a very intoxicating trail to me. It turns heads. If you like that like airy ambroxan type of situation, but you want it with a fall gourmand touch, if you like those type of fragrances, I think you will love Tribeca. And for me, Tribeca is a staple. I tend to wear Tribeca when I'm wearing something like a cape or a poncho where it wafts in the wind, you know, you doing all this. So people are catching whiffs of it every time you move around. It's one of those type of scents. I love to wear it with capes. Like it's just a thing. And say like even a sweater, it just leaves a wonderful trail, and people always comment on it. It's beautiful and it just does what it needs to do. Not too heavy, but you're gonna notice it. So this is one, she gets the job done. And again, she's been with me the longest out of every fragrance that's on this list. So that again is Bond number 9's Tribeca. Oh, and by the way, I do have a full dedicated review on the channel already to this scent, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. Now this next fragrance has been hyped up by a lot of people for fall. I was like, okay, it's all right. I did get a sample of it first, and I told y'all that sampling series video. Y'all know again, we believe in sampling first. It's very rare that I blind buy on this channel. However, played in that sample and it kept growing on me, kept growing on me, and I was like, okay. And then I said, you know what? No, I need a bottle of her for fall. This is another one I truly got for fall 2024, and that's why it makes this list, you all. From the house of Initio Perfumes, we have Side Effect. Side Effect is worth the hype. It is really good. I know a lot of men tend to love this one, but I'm noticing the ladies are also loving this. And as a lady myself, let me tell you, I'm enjoying me some Side Effect. In fact, I highly recommend wearing this scent when you know you're going to be in like situations, say with your guy, or you're going to be in a situation that's kind of more masculine. Like for example, I recently wore this out to a sports bar to hang out with, whatnot. It's college football season. So to me, it fit the atmosphere. But anywho, you all, let's get into the notes. Side Effect has notes of cinnamon bark, there's rum, tobacco, saffron, sandalwood, and hedion in here. For me, it is the cinnamon, the rum, and the tobacco. That is what I get more than anything. And this is a scent that it actually leaves like a cloud around you. It's like a soft cloud. This isn't harsh to the nose. And all of the notes in it are very well blended in my opinion. This is a going out scent. Like this, it has to be after 5 o'clock. Like I'm going out, I'm hanging out. Like I said, I went to a sports bar wearing it and it was just appropriate for the occasion. So you're kind of hanging out a little bit. You kind of maybe feeling a little bit of femme fatale, you know what I'm saying? A little bit, maybe at a cigar lounge or something like that. To me, that's the type of fragrance you wear. So Side Effect is, she's fun. She's bad, but she's fun. She's a good time. But most importantly, she's made for fall in my opinion. So this fragrance is indeed unisex, but in this case, I'm talking to the ladies on this one. Initial Side Effect, get her. She is amazing for fall as a niche fragrance, like 100% worth the hype to me. And the last fragrance, and this one I'm really shocked, but it grew on me 100% because if you all saw my sampling series video on this fragrance, I was like, why everybody talking about her? She ain't all that. I had to eat crow on it. From the house of Tommy in London, you all, we have Peregrina. Peregrina rounds out this list, and I finally understand her. You all heard me talk about her because I've had her for a minute now. Sampled it first. The sample was like, okay, but then I went back to that sample months later and I was like, yes. Then most importantly, I got this when it was cold. When I upgraded the sample to a full-size bottle, y'all, it was cold. This was everything, and I find myself reaching for this as a date night cold weather fragrance. So this is the date night fragrance, in my opinion. When I read the notes to you, you will understand why. So let's talk about it. We have top notes, y'all. We have Damascena Rose, we have Lily of the Valley, Gardenia, and Jasmine. Then in the middle, y'all, we have Vanilla, Amber, Caramel, Myrrh, and Ylang Ylang. And then in the base, y'all, we have our White Musk, Amber, and we have Powdery Accords. Yes, it's the rose in here, it's the myrrh, it's the caramel for me, period. A little bit of vanilla, not as much, but the rose, the myrrh, and the caramel are what make this fragrance, in my opinion. She's a beautiful scent, but she is meant for cold weather. Because wearing her in the summer, y'all, I pulled her out and I was like, she's not giving what she need to give. Pulled her back out when it got cool again. I said, date night. There was a reason I was reaching for this as a date night fragrance, and it made so much sense to me. That rose just really sings. It blends well with that myrrh and that caramel on the skin. And this one I tend to get very good longevity out of too. Again, it holds up in like wearing a coat or wearing like a thick sweater. It holds up while you still are feeling, you know, romantic, because it's a date night fragrance to me. So 100% femininity in a bottle. And the last fragrance again to round out this list is Tommy's Peregrina, you all. So all right, everyone, that wraps up this list of the only 5 niche fragrances that you need for fall 2024. Let me know what you think about my picks. These are the ones that, even though I know I have a huge collection, but if I just had to narrow it down, I could reach for these 5 and be covered for any occasion, any type of event, and be just fine. So let me know, what would be your 5 niche fragrances? Let me know. And yes, for those that are wondering, I will be doing a designer edition too, of course, because I got love for designers and I have a ton of designers. In fact, the designer video is harder for me to narrow down than the niche video, so I will say that. So stay tuned for that video, it will be coming. But yes, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.